From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Robin Chan with today's voice briefing. It's Tuesday, July 11th, 2023. From reporter Christina Hall. A former Warren police officer who authorities say punched a suspect in the city jail and slammed his head onto a floor last month is facing a federal civil rights violation. Matthew James Rodriguez is charged with deprivation of rights under color of law, a felony in the June 13th assault which was captured on video, according to a federal complaint unsealed Monday in U.S. District Court. Warren Police Commissioner William Dwyer terminated Rodriguez June 26, calling the assault on Jaquan Smith, quote, unjustified, end quote, after an internal investigation. He previously told the Free Press that Rodriguez's violations included using excessive force, conduct unbecoming an officer, and failure to have his body camera running. The federal complaint describes the assault and states that Warren Police's non-lethal use of force policy provides, quote, that officers use only the minimum amount of force necessary to effect an arrest, overcome resistance, defend themselves or others, or to gain control. At no point prior to Rodriguez's use of force did the victim, who was already arrested, strike or attempt to strike Rodriguez or resist in any way. Therefore, there was no basis for any force to be used by Rodriguez, and the force that was used was unreasonable. End quote. For more on this story, you can search for Christina Hall's article, Former Warren Police Officer Charged in Beating at City Jail, on Freep.com.
I'm Frank Witzel with the Detroit Free Press. A Michigan filmmaker who appears to have recently reached his goal to raise $25,000 aims to create a new documentary about decades-old unsolved homicide cases and the man law enforcement has accused of committing them, John Norman Collins. Collins, 76, has been the subject of news articles nationwide, books, and was even a Hollywood movie proposal. Monday, Karen Tessler, who went to school with Collins at Eastern Michigan University in Ypsilanti, said she heard about the documentary. It really hit home. She said she still remembers a passage he read in class that was about death. And she said she once asked Collins for a ride home, but didn't end up going with him. Whenever I see his name, I just cringe, the 74-year-old, who has since moved from Michigan to Arizona, said, adding she is eager to watch the upcoming documentary on him. If I had gone to class that night, it could have been me. The Free Press published an investigative series in 2019 about Collins that examined documents and photos from the law enforcement cases, hundreds of news reports over the years, interviewed investigators and forensic experts, and brought new evidence to light about the police investigation and never before published letters by Collins. Collins, who has declined interviews, ended a letter to the Free Press. I hope that you will simply leave me alone.
I'm Sue Selasky, Detroit Free Press food writer. Dorothy Zender, co-founder and matriarch of Frankenmuth's Bavarian Inn, has died. Zender died at her home in Frankenmuth, surrounded by family members. The beloved culinary legend was 101. Zender co-founded the Bavarian Inn in 1950 with her late husband and spent more than 85 years working at the family operations. She was the face behind the well-known and numerous family-owned Frankenmuth businesses. Zender developed most of the recipes used in the restaurant and taught thousands of employees how to prepare all the foods served in the Bavarian Inn's dining rooms. The restaurant is famous for its family-style fried chicken dinners and German cuisine, serving more than 900,000 meals annually. Under the Bavarian Inn's umbrella of companies, nearly 1,000 people are employed, serving thousands of guests daily. Zender also authored 3 sold-out cookbooks. The family says Dorothy Zender will be remembered as an amazing woman and the heart and soul of the Bavarian Inn. Funeral details will be released at a later date.
Find more from the Detroit Free Press by visiting Freep.com. That's FREEP.com. Thanks for listening, and you'll hear more from us tomorrow.